And now it's time for silly intros with Ryu-chan. The part of the show where Ryu-chan sings a silly intro like he's fucking Strong Bad or something.
Wait, what?
It's February. Are you ready for a brand new stream?
No!
It's Zelda DnD.
That doesn't rhyme!
Yay! Yay!
Oh, I meant...
Thanks.
I feel
Yeah,
like I'm missing something.
my intros, they used to be so simple in the start. I just hated starting every stream with like, "Hello, everybody," because God, they know they're watching a stream, right? They don't need us to hold the door open for them. So I started writing these different intros that I could say instead, and they were just simple things like "Welcome back to Hyrule, Dorkos," and then the next one I said, "Another day, another dumbass side quest," right? And then the next one I said, "Hot dang, adventurers, we're back," and then like as I kept going and kept trying to come up with more of them, they just got getting more and more complicated until like now I'm doing parody lyrics about Columbus Day and these intricate word puzzles where I derive my own name from the word Hyrule. Fucking
One of my favorite things about Ryu is that he's always looking to improve his craft. One of the things that most worries me about Ryu is that he's always trying.
Yeah.
So fucking, I don't know, give it 5 streams and then I'll be writing like in Hylian tongues parody lyrics to Kuna Matata and like juggling my grandma's wood blocks that spell out welcome.
It means no Mavis for the rest of her day.
I just want to bring attention to first loud music and second Dragonis has subscribed.
For 19 months in a row, yay!
Oh my gosh, you're proud.
Okay, that should be more pleasant for the ears, the old ears there, fellas. That's why we do pre-show.
The old E's there. That all very good story about that.
That's why we
The old
have
side
pre-show.
has
Excuse me?
sniffers, as
That
you
is
say.
offensive.
Taboo.
Hey, duders, we've got
What?
fan art today.
Oh shit!
High
Yay!
praises to our viewers, Banjo Wafer and Yamato Hikaru. Banjo Wafer has made this beautiful mural that depicts the symbol of the hero being scattered with the legendary stick of Zelda at the center frame. I love it.
I don't know how I feel about one of our main characters being literally a stick.
It works for Homestar Runner. Works for us.
And,
the
Nettie.
D&D show, Order of the Stick.
God damn it. Okay, fucking chunks of wood are apparently popular to role players. I get it. Let's move on.
And then we also have fan art from Yamato Hikaru, who drew Graylee's mom. So congratulations, Yamato Hikaru. Because I said in like episode 8 or so that the first person to draw Graylee's mom would become the official design of the character. And while I abstain from depicting her myself due to religious reasons, Yamato Hikaru's design is now the canonical appearance of Graylee's mom. So
And you know, I believe it. It looks very, very
does.
accurate.
It matches the style, the grace, and the funny face.
to both these artists, thank you so much for watching the show, and I hope you've made it this far to actually hear this. New episodes live every other Friday on our Twitch channel, and they usually hit YouTube like Saturday or Sunday. We've actually got a lot of new people marathoning through the series right now, and if you've watched 14 episodes in a row already, you're probably sick of hearing my call to actions like go to our website zeldadnd.com and tell a friend to support the show. So
But you're telling it anyway.
no, I'm not. I'm not gonna say any of those today.
Oh wow.
I'm not
just
even
did.
gonna say that they should check out our weekly schedule on challengeapproachingtv.com to see what other shows we do, such as Pokemon D&D and voice acting readings of Homestuck and One Piece. I'm
Don't do that.
Gonna keep all those out of here. Instead, my call to action this episode is one of self-love. I want you, the viewer, to take a bath sometime before the next stream. Put on some nice music. Forget about the stresses of your life. Just an hour and soak. And while you do it,
I have a tub.
sorry, Jay, I couldn't live in your apartment.
He's tiny. When I sit in my toilet, my feet are in my shower.
Jay!
It's very small.
Do you do you need help, Jay?
No, it's fine. I just miss baths.
My shower was literally frozen the other day.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
It's okay. I'm
I think he's
thinking it.
referencing it.
So I have written a reminder in my show notes right here that says stop talking for a second, read the chat, and actually adjust the audio levels based on what they tell me. So here I go, reading the chat now. Okay,
Loud
we're
music,
good.
but I'm still sending the links. I got a bath.
Thank you,
No,
Frog
don't leave.
Door, for occupying the chat for this evening.
I got a bath. He's got a bath. I got a bath. He's got a bath.
Well,
I
looks
want a
good.
bath.
With that, I've got a freshly sealed baggie of previously on. Would you guys like to
Whoa.
hear it?
Oh, sure.
I mean, for once, I feel like I actually
Sure.
remember.
Yeah, actually, like it's not been like a long time. Like I know it. I know what
yeah,
happened.
It's weird.
Yeah,
Well-
we went to the first gym, and you guys faced. Oh no, wait, sorry.
I'm pretty sure I invented golf.
But I wrote this whole previously on. Are you sure you don't want it?
Oh, please do. Anyway.
Well, go right ahead.
Thank you so much. As soon as I figure out where the music is, it is
Dead.
Great. No,
Whoa.
it's
Greatly?
it's Oh,
He's
Fairy
got
Spring.
a bath, bath.
Well, see, I'm going to come over to your house again to get a bath, but then I remember your water situation, and never mind.
Yeah,
The tub, the
That-
water pressure's just really bad.
I would share all of my bath time at Fallshane's house stories right now, but we've got a previously on to get to. So
okay.
previously on previously on CATV presents Zelda DnD: The Scattered Hero. The Master Sword was located on Dragon Roost Island. And now our champions are beelining straight from Sunbury Town to Dragon Roost Island by going over the peak of Mount Hylia, which coincidentally is where they promised to drop off Marvis, an ex-general with a grudge against Zelda. They're racing against the Order of Maze, who has sent their generals to collect the sword. They've also presumably set up a trap at White Wolfos, the town that they believe the champions to be going because that's what they told their spy, Graylee's mom. Instead, the party has already passed White Wolfos as they make their way to the top. And now, after battling some wild monsters in the snowy mountains, without bringing any coats or gear, they found themselves in pretty bad shape until a kindly old man, known only as the Old Man, gave them temporary refuge in his mountain cave. Then he gifted Sinura a winter coat and Gazambo a blanket, and the
Yay!
party left yet again,
Yes.
attempting to reach the peak by nightfall. So here we are in real-time gameplay now. You guys have been marching up this mountain for 85 minutes since leaving the old man's cave. Many a groundhog have poked their heads, and fearing their elongated shadows as the sun sets behind them, they burrow back into the snow. It becomes dark.
Groundhogs exists.
The way ahead is almost a solid color to you as you struggle to differentiate between snow and sky.
It's so cold.
At the start of your journey, you used to hear the rhythmic crunch of 4 distinct sets of footsteps trudging through blankety snow, but now you mostly just hear the roar of wind. That is when your ears aren't popped due to the high atmosphere.
Huh, I wonder what that's like.
Yes, handling this best of all is Vayu, who is biologically designed for high atmospheres, and with his cold-resistant trousers, he isn't affected by the snow at all.
I am thoroughly bundled up in this new coat. I have my hair wrapped around my face like a scarf.
I'm just
I'm
kind
just
of
doing all I can.
Handling this worst of all is Zozin, who was raised
My
on a
chest is
volcano
cold.
and currently has no coat or blanket. His shaking hands grip a lit torch as the snot freezes underneath his nostrils.
Yeah.
I wish my beard was longer.
But all of you know that you're only under an hour away from the peak if you travel by foot.
Okay.
This this is when Marvis says, Put me down.
Down? We're not at the top yet.
Put me down. I said put me down. And she
No,
smacks you with
okay,
her
okay,
crutch.
don't squirm it. God damn it. There we go.
How long were you guys gonna keep treating me like I'm some sort of nincompoop, huh? Unaware of our own surroundings? When were you planning to stop taking advantage of an old woman at death's doorstep?
Well, you see, I didn't mean to knock him out with patty cake. I don't know. I thought you
Oh,
were nasty.
shut
You
up!
wouldn't know what.
Enough games already! I have ears, you know, and a brain unlike certain people. I heard that boy in Sunbury Town speak her name.
Oh, that.
Princess Zelda, he said. You tried to cover your tracks, but he said it. And it didn't take long after that before your stench became unmistakably familiar. I fought alongside them for years, and I'd recognize the captain's 4 champions anywhere.
Oh, right. We are those, aren't we? Hi. How you doing?
You are.
You technically are. Shut up, you big baby.
Sure, you had different names back then, different species even. Yabyon, Eula, Impa, Faru. But you're still the biggest lying, cheating assholes under the sun. Second to Zelda herself.
Could you repeat those names? I need to write them down.
This isn't
He takes out his
history
fucking
time. This isn't history class. This is I'm going home class. Here's your first lesson. And she turns around.
Excuse me, ma'am. Miss, you seem to be heading in the wrong direction. I know the climate isn't exactly suited to your needs, but you'll find that once you're no longer alive, that won't mean much.
You're the real cream of the crop, ain't you, bird brain?
Yeah, I'd like to think so, actually.
Yeah. She attempting to use her crutch to navigate the snow, even though it's a big difficulty for her, and she wobbles a bit. She tries to get real face-to-face with Vayu and look him dead in the eye.
My beak bumps up against her nose. Hello there.
My money's on her.
I believe we had an agreement, right? We were
Yes.
to help you to the top of the mountain, and then we would get your legendary useless item that you can't use after you've perished.
Unfortunately, you're so low and worm-tongued that you'd lie to me to make me agree to this deal. And I feel like I've been traveling with you under false pretenses.
Okay. If that's how you want to perceive it, fine. But the way that I see it, you have some bespoken grudge against Zelda and her champions, and it's now come out that we are possibly the reincarnated version of said champions. Fine. What of it? But what you seem to be overlooking, my dear, is that despite how you felt, we kept who we were secret. We hid our identities because we wanted to help you. We've nearly brought you to the destination that you've desired to fulfill your goal. So what if we had to hide the fact that we used to work for the person that you hated?
Hey, listen, I'm freezing!
She just
come here, out of the
throws,
black.
she
Come here,
throws
come here,
her
get over
crutch
here, get over
like a laser point and hits Zozan in the head.
The way that I see it, whatever trouble you had with her and them back then means nothing to us now. This is not about Zelda. This is not about us. This is about you needing to accomplish something, and a group putting who they are behind themselves long enough to assist an elderly old coot to get her last life's wish.
What he said, but nicer. Yes.
What he said, but faster.
Marvis doesn't even hear Gazambo, Zozan, or Sonora. She's fully focusing on Vayu and chewing every single word bitterly, her face turning deeper and deeper into this frozen, crusty frown.
Oh.
She says, "Well, I'm not at the top of the mountain, so you didn't hold up your end of the deal. I'm keeping me world-famous legendary claymore. And now, old Marvis is going back to Tillwheat to lie in the smoldering remains of what used to be me house. I didn't need your help, you know. Goodbye and good riddance, see ya in hell." And then she attempts to walk away, but one step into the snow with her peg leg, she just falls over and face plants into the ground.
I go to help her up.
She slaps your hand away.
You
No,
expected something else?
it's fine. I see that some of us are willing to put our differences behind us long enough in order to accomplish a shared goal, while others would rather lie and perish in the snow alone. If
Lie
she
as
wants
in
it this
lying or
way,
lie as in dying?
what? Sorry, what was that?
You said lie, and is it lying as in speaking the not truth, or the call is getting to me.
She's face down.
Oh,
Okay. No, you ditz. Anyway, if that's where she wants to lie, then let it be. If she's done with us, then let this be the end of her story. I was willing to overlook the venomous words that she spat in our direction in order to help her. And yes, perhaps I was interested in getting the great sword, but
That's all you wanted.
the point was, we were all working towards a shared conclusion. And fine, I'm more than happy to give up the great sword if it means I don't have to hear some angry, bitter old wench's words regarding our ultimate goal. So fine, so be it. We've wasted enough time with this, and if it means now we have to turn back and go walk directly into a trap or some such thing, then so be it. The world will be a better place once we are done our mission, and if it means that she won't be around to remember it one way or the other, at this point I'm stopping caring.
Fayu.
She grabs her crutch and uses it to pick herself back up. And then she smacks Vayu across the head with it.
Bum.
Oh,
You called it.
You half-naked, beak-faced, arrow-wielding, clipe-dreep, brackled, gather-up, and blat-mob, bleathering, gobble Jeffy, oaf-looking, moblin-ass, king's tin, mimooth, snibbling, worm-eyed, hot-blotting, vile, stoochie, cold-break, tatty.
I understood about half of that, and you're not wrong.
Hush.
She tackles you.
oh Jesus.
Fight, fight.
No, I'm just gonna hit the ground and kind of lie there, like looking up at her, kind of just. Well, if you're gonna hit me, do it.
She already has.
She's got a clenched fist over you, and is really considering this hit.
And just staring up at her and looking at this, I'm assuming like half frostbitten, grumpy, like beet red both from the temperature and rage face, and her quivering arm just like clenched above her head. Bay's going to look up for a moment.
I'm not going to stop her.
I got 50 rupees if you punch him.
And then kind of just half shrug his shoulders while lying there in the snow underneath of her and say, "Look, do whatever you want, okay? I tried to help you. I'm sorry it turned out this way. I don't even want anything from you anymore. And I'm not gonna hit an old woman. So, if you want to take your anger out on me for something that happened to you, that a bunch of people I don't even remember being did, then fine. Have at it."
She stands up off of you, and she doesn't help you up or anything, but she doesn't keep you down by any means, and says, "You know what? Maybe I have seen enough. Maybe it is time for me to leave. Why did you just take me the rest of the way?
I'm still happy to carry.
Starting to think maybe Vayu should die on the mountain instead.
I want to get off the mountain.
I honestly think this is the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah, but we could continue and just get off the mountain soon.
Okay. We'll talk and walk. So, you want to get back up on the shoulders? I got the blanket now. It's nice and comfy.
No.
Nope.
No. I know you, Gazombo.
Me?
I know what you're
Oh.
like. I know what,
What
you're
am I?
made of. This
Yeah?
bird. This bird is what's really pissing me off.
Mm.
I'm with you
And
there
if
right
we're
now.
completing this job, he's taking me up the mountain.
I mean,
Oh.
you know, I'm. So Vayu, who still hasn't gotten up yet, is going to push himself up, hearing that apparently he has to be the new pack mule, and looking over at the group, kind of just rolls his eyes and says, "If that's what she wants, then fine. Don't expect any lasting conversation, given that apparently anytime I open my mouth, somebody decides they don't want to die anymore."
I'm not sure that's quite how that works.
It's a strange superpower, honestly.
Hey, really, if you want the sword so much, then you do the heavy lifting.
I don't want it! I forsook it already! Did you not listen to what I said? And now I'm starting to talk like her!
But you do
She
the
gave you
accent
that
better.
All you've been interested in this whole time is power and profit.
We are saving the world! Yes.
Time
like
for you
I
to
said.
earn your keep.
Now it's time for me to be. Can we go over a kill count for a second?
Shall we go over to Lionel? Can we just
not-
go?
That's just the thing. Your immediate response to any problem is to burn it, to destroy it, without any regard to the casualties. You
I
know
mean, it's
how many
worked
times
out.
I've had to protect people from your bullshit?
Fine. The next time we get assaulted by a herd of goblins, then I'll let you talk to them first. Would that be better?
Might be. Might be best for you to keep your beak shut.
Would it be fastest if we built a fire here and you fly her up and you come back here?
Vayu at this point is just going to like walk up to Gazombo and kind of just like put a wing, pat his wingers upon Gazombo's shoulder and just slowly shake his head. And I'm going to fly up high enough so that my talons, when dangling, are, shoulder height with our lady friend here. And gently perching upon her shoulder so that she wouldn't feel more than maybe a couple of pounds of added weight. I'm going to crouch down, kind of like she has a massive, oversized parrot, like, squatting down on her shoulders. And I'm going to say, "These are the last words that I'm going to voluntarily share with you. If you wish to say anything, or if you wish me to say anything in the future, it's going to have to be by your initiation. Are you ready to continue?"
Yes.
And silently nodding, Vayu will get back up into an upright standing position. Spreading his wings, will begin to beat them against the howling winds, enough that, with only a little bit of strain, he lifts the old lady off of the snowy ground and begins to head in the direction of the peak.
Can I quickly say something to her?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like
yeah.
pull it
Oh,
off,
yeah.
so
Okay. Goodbye, Marvis. It might not mean much coming from us, but you're the bravest woman I've ever met.
She flips you the bird.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Gazabo,
Yeah,
could you pick me up?
sure, but on the way, I want you to know, Marvis, that my shoulders will always feel empty without you there. Okay, now get on, Zozin.
Did that
I'm kind
wrong-headed
of stuck.
idiot just say I had a fat ass? Is that what he just said?
No, no! I enjoyed your company!
Is that an insult or?
No, I don't. Is it? I enjoyed shoulders. I did. No!
All right, Zozin, do you have parting words for Marvis?
Have fun.
See you in hell.
Nice meeting you there.
All right, so Vayu flaps his mighty wingers, and because you were only like 45 minutes away by foot, by air travel, it is a much, much shorter distance. I don't think Vayu or Marvis exchanged a single word to each other the entire time. Maybe he can faintly hear Marvis muttering to herself, "Oh, just go on one more mission, Marvis. One more mission, and you can die. Yes, Captain. Yes, Princess. Yes, Zelda. Whatever he said." And then finally, you guys reach the summit. At the summit, you're seemingly above the wind, and the roars stop. Everything seems still, and Marvis sits down and hugs in her arms her world-famous legendary claymore, as if it was her child. And then the dark, starry sky above you begins to glow a little, and a magical thing happens, which occurs very frequently at the peak of Mount Hylia. Gaseous particles in the atmosphere collide with charged particles from the sun, which creates a range of bright colors from green to blue to purple to red. In our world, this is called Aurora Borealis, but in their world, it's called Hylia's Divine Lights. And Marvis's face is illuminated with all the colors of the sky, and she says nothing and closes her eyes. And sitting upright, she squeezes tighter against the blade. Hylia's lights are so bright that for a second, you might have forgotten how cold she is and that she isn't wearing a coat. And then several moments pass, and her eyes never open, and her lips never move, her grip never loosens, and she never falls over.
So, am I the only one here, or
Yes.
is everybody else here?
You are
Okay.
the only one here.
And after waiting a few minutes, I walk around. I'm going to say that when all this started, I dropped her, like, let's say 20 paces from the destination, and then all of that happened. And have been silently observing this entire time from behind. And once all that's done, Vayu takes a few paces forward and then looks at the scene before him and observing things from the left and then from the right. He breathes in deeply through his nostrils and lets out a cold huff of air. And then gently he pries the sword from Mavis's arms
Well,
and hitches it to his back.
there's some resistance, actually.
Okay.
Somehow she's still holding on. And as you have to increase your grip just a little bit to try to pull it out, you see her face tighten with frustration. And then tears stream down her eyes and nose. I don't want to die.
Oh, Jesus.
She didn't want me to die either. I loved her so much. Every time she'd say, "Wait, don't go to die yet, Marvis. The world needs people like you, Marvis. Give it one more mission and change your mind. And one more after that, and one more after that." And I knew it would never end, and that she'd never let me go. And still, every time I said, "Yes, princess, whatever you say, princess. I'm just an old war horse." I never deserved love as unconditional as hers, but that's her specialty, you know, love. And it always wins in the end, even when it seems dark. And I gotta tell ya, fighting alongside the four of you, it made me feel like a kid again. You I respect the most, Bird, because unlike those other fluffed up cotton ninnies, you actually say what you're thinking, and you're not afraid to give it to me straight, even if those words may be harsh. You bastard.
Bayu pauses for a second, kind of trying to decide whether or not he should go back on his promise not to speak until otherwise initiated. And he swallows hard and says, well, I apologize. This is all a little awkward. I was just getting ready to bury you with your own sword. So I appreciate the vote of confidence. I don't know what to say right now.
She gets on a knee. When you mention you were about to take her sword, she gets down on her knee and then she presents the sword to you. Open arms, just lets you take it right from her.
Okay, so this is all very awkward because I was going to bury you with the sword. I was taking it so that I could dig a hole with it, and then I was okay.
What the hell ever, you dumb bird, she says through tears. You kept your end of the deal, I'm keeping mine. Take it.
Look, you said you didn't want to die. We can take you back. Do you want to go back home or do you want to stay here?
I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for me country and me princess, side by side, with the champions, just like I did century ago. And when I die, it will be glorious.
I agree. Do you still... Are you sure you still want to let go of that? I don't want to take it unless you're absolutely certain.
She just fucking throws it on the ground at your feet.
Okay. And this time, kneeling down and picking it up, he holds it up temporarily into the light of the various colors glittering through the sky so that it shines off of the sword, giving the weapon itself a temporary glow of the many hues, and then sliding it back over his shoulder and kind of fixing it so that it's behind his quiver enough to hitch it to his back. He looks down at Mavis and says, look, I understand that I get a bad rap around here because I'm, you know, like you said, the rough one, so to speak. But that is because I like to make sure that things get done. And as much as those fools bumble around and get themselves lost and turned into their own asses, and obviously couldn't get around without them.
He's not wrong.
And so I at least appreciate that you're willing to see that small glimmer of good in me.
Shut up, you damn sap. I don't want to hear this shit. Can I ask one more favor of you?
Yeah, your favors usually aren't that big of a deal. What can we help you, or what can I help you with?
A long time ago, one of the champions, Impa, the Sheikah ninja, asked me to become her disciple. And I said no. I don't serve nobody but me princess. But I'm no general now. I'm a damaged toy soldier, and I'm ready for me orders. Please, accept me as your underling, and put me to good use.
And he points, like, up at himself.
You're the only one who has the practical sense to lead me.
Okay. I am absolutely willing to accept this valiant offer. I only have one question before you begin your tenure. How do you feel about squirrels?
I think they're a bit gamey, but if you use the right spices,
Okay, we're going to have a conversation after. Okay. Uh, and taking a moment, he smiles and taking the opportunity to pull the sword free again and lifting it above his head. He says, "Well, this all feels a tiny bit backwards, I'm sure, for both of us, but all the same, it feels appropriate." And gently tapping either shoulder of Mavis with her old sword, he puts it back over his shoulder and says, "You're more than welcome to help us in any capacity. This refurbished toy soldier feels appropriate."
Yeah, ta ta ta. Poof.
What?
Maverick, appearing as an apparition from the realm of dreams, poofs into the scene. Hang on, I gotta pick the song. Yeah, this one.
Insert.
Marvis? General Marvis? How long has it been, old friend? Do I know you? Unfortunately, my true form was forgotten to time, but it's me, General Maverick, still serving Captain Zelda from the realm of dreams. Maverick, you dope-ass ninny cotton! I didn't forget your true form! How could I ever forget your ugly mug? Wait, really? What did I look like? You had an awful beard. Growing all patchy. I always said I was gonna cut it off someday with me world-famous legendary claymore. Oh, which I don't have anymore, by the way. And
Awkwardly hides, like, on his shoulders to try to hide it.
as she says that, instantly, a beard grows out of Maverick's face. Yes, I remember now. Well, I'm here to swear you in as the disciple of Vayu, the Rito Archer. Yeah, I accept, whatever, with all me heart. Oh, cool. And he disappears.
Well, that was easy enough, I suppose.
Planning this.
And then, suddenly invigorated, Marvis stands up and says, "Well, let's go, before I really do croak up here." And then, as if she still had both legs, she effortlessly marches back down the side of the mountain towards the others. And noticing something missing, you turn to the side and see that her walking crutch, standing upright, is embedded in the snow at the very, very top of Mount Hylia.
Today has been a very interesting day. And casting one more glance over the colors of the sky as they fall now upon Mavis's crutch, illuminating it in the various shades of the rainbow, I turn back to fly by her side. I'm assuming inevitably to re-encounter the rest of the group.
All right. So let's cut back to when the others who have set up a fire on the side of the mountain suddenly see Marvis and Vayu returning.
Shut up and just hug me!
But it's so cold. Wait, what? Who's
It's
that?
a blanket. It's good enough for two people. Just get in here.
But I like my space.
Yeah, I know. When you're cold, just shut up.
I'm just trying to meditate or pray or something.
Marvis is
How
suddenly
you doing?
Marvis is suddenly standing among you, somehow not
Yeah.
dead.
Harvest, what happened?
Did you kill him?
I'm right here, you damn.
Oh, hi!
I changed my mind. Well, I guess you can take me back to the old man or whatever.
Oh, to the old man. Oh, today is so much less sad than I thought it would be. Yay! Get on up here.
She uses. Oh wait, she doesn't have her crutch anymore. She just pulls Gazambo's head towards it, like lowers it down to where she can just crawl on top and gets on Gazambo's shoulders. Okay, let's go. I'm freezing me ass out here.
But my spot.
Should we put out the fire and
Yeah,
We don't
Snowy
need
the
too
bear
much
always says could burn down a mountain.
Snowy the Sosen says, let it stay hot.
All right, fine.
Snowy the Soast. So, now that all our cards are on the table, you might as well tell me, where is it that you're going?
Dragon Roost.
I fought there once. Nice place.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
if you like relaxing on the beach with a coconut and some gin and juice, which quite frankly I don't care for, but
Never thought I'd say this, but I do miss sand.
I
What
hate
is a
sand.
coconut?
It's coarse and gets everywhere.
God damn it.
Heyo. Well, looks like we're gonna have a battle there ourselves. If you have any information that might be useful, of course we'd appreciate it.
Well, there's a secret tunnel at the side of the volcano.
Oh,
What?
Oh, noted.
that's good, that's good information.
Do any of us take notes? I should probably start taking notes.
Yes, Jay, take notes and
Take care.
save them.
Okay, listen. Me and my alter ego are sorry. And both of us are wearing kings right now. I love it. Yay.
I asked Jay in our other stream to do one thing, which was to take notes on which Pokemon he had, and then he didn't.
I looked everywhere for it.
That's
Anyway,
all I'm
fine.
gonna say.
So, side quest completed.
Da-da-da.
Now, are you guys gonna
Snura is secretly livid that she became Veyu's.
Look, every fucking disciple I've gotten so far, I have not expected.
Like, Ryu, were you planning all that?
whoever got to the top was gonna become her leader, and I just had to do whatever
Oh.
made most narrative sense. In the case
Oh,
that she
God
got into a
damn
big,
it.
Vayu started the mission by wanting the sword, and then Vayu had the big fight with her at the side of the mountain. So it only made sense that he would be the one, but it could have been any one of you. Yeah.
I almost got one.
You guys gotta have
No.
more narratively exciting episodes with NPCs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the next NPC. Just carry it with me. You're coming with me now. Yeah.
But does that mean
Like
that
we have it.
Bobo?
No. Out of this house. Out of the house. Just keep it over there.
There's no house nearby.
Listen. Proverbial and shut your mouth.
So
No.
y'all are now like real close to the top of the mountain, probably around here. Your old man would be back somewhere around this area. You can keep going down to the next landing point, which is Dolula. Or if for whatever reason you wanted to, you could take a right to White Wolf House. Just see what's good.
Like
Mm,
surprise the surprisees.
I'm just saying that
somehow that doesn't seem like the smartest move.
Interlope the interlopers.
I don't know where you guys are heading next, so I can't lead the story.
Oh well, Marvis, you want to be left at the old man's house?
Oh fuck! I'll just walk the rest of the way myself. Why not?
She's suddenly eating snow.
Oh.
Now she's just
I
eating
guess
some
if you're
loose
very-
squirrel that she brought with her in her pocket.
No! Okay, well, if you're sure, I mean, we could get you on the backswing if there's going to be a backswing. Is there going to be a backswing? I'm not sure. We should probably not go back to Bobo. That's a different town. Never mind.
Tell you what, I'll walk the rest of the way to that old man's place, and we'll see what he wants to do with me. Maybe if he's kind, he'll let me back down, or maybe not, and I'll just fucking live in his house. What's he gonna do? Kick out Marvis? I don't think so. You guys have important Zelda missions to do, and I'm not gonna be the one to stand in the way of that, so You guys
You
just
two
go
are
wherever
so
you need to
cute
go.
together.
Casambo?
What? I'm sorry.
No.
I'm paying attention. Okay. Well, I guess that sounds like a good plan then.
Does it?
And,
Hmm.
and anyone
It
wanna,
does it.
Oh yeah.
anyone want to comment on his comment?
Yeah. I vote for it.
The comment before that.
I vote for that one too.
I don't.
Oh,
Oh.
my. Two. Oh, you two.
All right, I finished my
vote
dinner.
Excellent. Well, what was the town to the south called?
Oh, it's called Delula.
Delula. I vote after going back to stopping at the old man's. I vote we go south to Delula.
Hmm.
Personally, I think
Okay.
another combat encounter at this point, especially if they're expecting us, maybe not the wisest move.
Yeah, may drain our resources. Yeah, you're right.
The best way to surprise them is to make them think they have us pegged.
I'm going to cut ahead to the point where you guys do make it back to the old man's cave.
Okay.
And when he sees you return, he looks with great anticipation at Gazambo, who promised to return his bed sheets to him.
Hello! I kept them warm and... Okay, they're not dry, but they are warm.
At the comment that they're not dry, he raises an eyebrow. But he throws in his laundry pile and graciously accepts the return.
It was snowing.
I remove the coat and offer it back to him as well. Secretly hoping, of course, that he'll allow me to keep it, but no, the better thing to do is to...
Don't want to guide the DM or anything.
Yeah.
No.
I really,
Oh, well,
really
fucking-
like
he-
this code.
He
I mean, it's an old man. It's probably... Well, I mean, he could probably make another
He'll
coat.
die in a
No,
week.
no, no,
It's
no.
fine.
That's not the way I should be looking at this.
he
Actually,
refuses to
gracious.
accept that coat back. You try to hand it to him, and he turns his nose.
Oh, thank you so much.
He's got one right there. Look, it's red.
Yeah, actually, the laundry pile that he tucks the blanket in, you just see a lot of different colored cloaks that he's got.
Okay.
So,
The
Should we
thing
tell
about
him
white
or is
buffalo
he-
fur is it's really easy to dye.
Yeah.
any
Not for Marvis.
Because it is the middle of the night, you guys should probably sleep and
Yeah.
therefore heal while you're here.
Yeah. Good call.
I would not mind a nap.
Is it a good nap? Is it a good hot nap?
A good hot nap.
Oh, just sit next to the fire. God.
Well, I will.
Or highly
Can
or
you wait to
whatever.
Zoom in TeamViewer.
I don't think so. What do you want to look at?
Okay, no, I'm just wondering in general.
Not as far as I know.
Well, you've got your own character sheets if there's something you need to peek at.
Okay,
Oh, right.
I
we
don't
did.
say this much, but Wander, you can start the magnifier if that is helpful to you.
A magnifier. You say. I won't press my luck.
Windows, I think it's M.
Oh no, not the win. Start narrator. No, don't.
That's
start
the one. Anyway,
The next morning, there is some freshly cooked breakfast stew waiting for you guys, and the old man is nowhere to be seen. Marvis woke up before any of you and is already eating.
oh, this is my favorite day.
Well, I thought your favorite day would be with Dream Rocks.
Oh, you're right. Second favorite.
I guess I won't say no.
Okay.
You join in?
What?
Sonora, you join in for
Yeah,
food?
you want soup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
As we all sit down and have a big, happy family breakfast.
Happy in quotations.
Anyway, so that was the
Also-
story of my conquest in
Yeah.
Gerudo Valley. Oh boy. Next, my conquests in the Lon Lon Range.
Hey, so though it might be good to get going though. I don't want to cut you
Oh.
off, but when we see you again, we will have stories to swap with you.
Okay, I guess I'll just tell it to the old man then when he gets back. Do I know him from somewhere? Ah, probably not.
But Marvis, I have a question.
Hmm?
I ship it.
Can I give you a hug before we go?
No, no, I think you better get going.
Handshake.
Hyrule needs ya, and
Okay, but I'll give you one when we see you again. You won't
She,
even see it coming. I am a
she's-
ninja.
she stands up and gives you a salute.
Oh, acha! Ow!
Did you hit yourself?
No, keep going. It's fine. My hand got stuck in the blanket on the way out. It's okay.
What?
Oh my god.
We will. We will see you soon, Marvis. I'm fine. Keep going.
Shame.
So, are you guys leaving?
Yeah, sure. Why not at this point? I feel like we should give the old man something.
Oh, that's not a
Well,
fair.
all right.
that's not
Actually,
fair.
good thing you said that because you don't have enough inventory slots. None of you do to hold the world
Yeah.
famous legendary claymore. So something's got to give.
I mean, a
Sure.
stick isn't a good gift.
I will give
What about-
him the I'll give him the jar of jelly that I have.
Oh yeah, you can use it for
Oh.
toast. That's such a good idea.
Is that? Wait, what kind of jelly is that?
Choo choo jelly.
Oh, right.
So, looking around for a second, I pluck the jar of squirming jelly out of my bag, and walking over to the old man, I
Well, he's not here. He's
Gently-
not here.
oh, okay. Then I just leave it on the table, I guess.
I mean, that's.
Okay. Your world famous legendary claymore, by the way, is gonna give you a sudden boost in strength.
Well, I'm not equipping it, or does it just do that?
No. All
no,
right,
no.
if you're not equipping, if you're just carrying it, but I'll tell you that it is a plus a plus 6th in strength, and
Oh.
then a -2 in speed.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Damn.
that's interesting.
So it's a stand and deliver type of weapon.
Yeah. So if there's ever a point where I don't need to shoot something, which I don't know if that's ever going to be the case, I'll use that. But what I'm most interested in presently is determining whether or not this thing has any songs in it.
Oh yeah. Does Marvis seem like the musical type?
Only when she's drunk.
Not
But
kinda
that can wait
gal.
until we find another songsmith.
Stop bothering the same poor guy over and over.
He doesn't remember.
Yeah, it's every time's a new time for him. Well, no time like the present to just get a move on the
Yeah.
rest of this journey. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's gonna be cold.
I have run out of ways to describe how fucking cold it is outside. But at the very least, the snow has died down significantly on your way down the mountain. It is the sun is high, and I gotta get rid of some lit torches that you guys have. I'm gonna say you're down to your last torch on this journey.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so you are a burning that stick,
Yes.
which is only
Gotta
for
burn
the
that stick.
benefit of Zozin and Gazambo.
But like, they're important.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess if this coat is cold resist, then okay. If it's white wolfos, then it would be cold resist. I mean, you'd think.
Wait, what? Is what cold resist?
Well, I think if this coat is made from white wolfos pelt, then I would imagine it would be like naturally cold resistant.
Oh yeah, your coat's cold resistant. I didn't put it in the stats because I figured it'd be off in an episode. But
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just stroll into the desert with this thing.
you are cold resistant as long as you are wearing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have picked up those white wolfos pelt. Oh well.
After many walking through snow, you see ahead down the mountain in the direction you're headed, just a big cloud of maybe fog or smoke.
Oh.
That maybe doesn't look good.
Definitely looks unexpected.
Who's just got ahead?
Want me to throw a rock into it?
No, please don't.
Okay.
So let's get this cloud to me again. Is this like off in the distance, or is it nearby? Is it near anything?
It's very big. It's
Oh, okay.
it's like a monolithic cloud of something
Like-
wispy, puffy.
I'm talking like something you could run away from the Egyptians with. Type of dust cloud.
But it seems to start at the bottom of the mountain, and you guys aren't there yet.
Okay. Isn't that where
Delula.
Delula would be?
It is in fact exactly where Delula would be.
I feel like we should hurry.
Well, I mean, you might want to know what it is before we touch it.
We still have to go that way.
You notice the closer you get, the more the snow is melted, and the snow gets thinner and wetter, until eventually there's no snow at all. And it's actually kind of warm the closer you get to this cloud.
Oh, it's an all-over city sauna. Oh, this is gonna be the best.
I'm not sure of that yet.
Oh,
Oh, to have your.
Why?
Spunk?
Whatever it is.
Spunk?
Your optimism.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to use the word optimism or naivete, so.
Papa called it spunk.
Papa called it Spunk is the name of my new ska song.
Yeah.
Papa called a spunk. All right.
Boom.
Anyway, we can continue navigating forward until we get there, or if you'd like, I could try to fly ahead, or if maybe the one of us who's fastest and sneakiest wanted to perhaps go take a look.
I want to see the sauna.
I don't know about sneakiest, but
Okay,
I am
look,
so sneaky.
I checked his character sheet behind the scenes, and it says here that
oh, you're talking about Gazambo as the fastest and
Hello.
sneakiest. Got it.
God damn it.
I mean, if it's downhill, let's do it.
Should be downhill in just a few minutes.
I can sneaky roll. It's called going so fast I don't see you. Noom.
It's called blending with the environment, causing an avalanche.
And I'm also a rock. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
By
Okay.
the way, this doesn't feel right. Maybe we should stick together.
Fair enough.
Could still throw that rock.
Let's just, as this is all happening as we're steadily heading towards the smoke, right?
Yes, which now, as you get up to it, is generating a lot of heat, and it is unmistakably steam.
Great,
Oh.
it is a sauna.
Oh, As in not an out of control fire.
No.
I have had
Okay.
experiences with saunas.
There is a wooden sign in front of you that says, in very crudely written handwriting, Delula this way, and then an arrow pointing towards the steam.
Okay. Steam is used more often on purpose than fire, so I'm a little more at ease. Shall we soldier on?
Sure. I forget. Do we have a wind spell of any kind?
No.
No, you'd think now would be a good time to have Song of Storms, huh?
I'm sorry I didn't have the money.
There is a made of iron, but not cleanly cut square iron, really crudely, almost beaten into shape, an iron archway that passes right into the steam, and it's a tunnel, and you will have to be going into the steam at this point to get to it.
Can I go in?
No time like
Yeah,
the present.
Gazambo, you walk right in, and you're perfectly fine.
Oh, put up all. Guys, I'm perfectly fine.
But will we be?
Okay.
I gingerly step forward into the archway.
You guys feel an intense heat that causes you to sweat instantly, and is turning your
Well, for one
cheeks
thing,
red.
this is coming off. As I slip and move my pants.
There it is.
Ah, fashion. I'll never understand.
And I think I'll change to my other clothes.
Yeah, you put on your fire proof pants.
But what happens when I do?
What?
Yeah. Oh.
You cut
Nice
the
try.
beard on that one?
He thought he was gonna get his beard back instantaneously. No.
No.
I
Thought
have
I'd- I'll just put this coat into my bustier of holding, I guess.
So Zozin and Gazambo feel no pain as they walk through this archway. Veyu and Sonora, you're not taking damage
Oh,
or
wait,
anything, but golly.
Oh, wait, I don't have. I have.
Oh yes, you do.
Consistency.
No, Sonora, you're perfectly fine.
It's not equipped yet, but like, should we exchange? You want this?
Yeah, well, Sonora
I forgot
has
that I
a
was
Gerudo top and a Gerudo Surwall, a top and a bottom that both have heat resistance. Meanwhile, the only person without heat resistance clothing is Veyu. So,
It's fine. I'm just gonna have a sweaty crotch for the time being.
No.
all right, Sonora keeps her pants on this time.
Okay, this time.
I'm not. You said I'm not taking damage, right?
You're not taking damage, but this is stark contrast to the last one where you were the only one who was not affected by the cult.
That's perfectly fine. You just see small rivulets of sweat running down my legs.
Wait, birds don't sweat.
They open their mouth and go, ah! And that'll heat out.
Okay, fine. Now I'm screaming the entire time.
This is different.
Eventually,
This is how I cool off.
eventually you guys pass through the steam, and as if it just all comes into view at once, you see an entire town appear in front of you, the town of Delula. It is a Goron city.
Hell!
Oh.
Brothers!
Gazumbo and Zozin see brothers everywhere, rolling around, tending their business.
I have childhood memories.
Never seen so many.
One of them turns his neck and sees Gazambo as well as the other party walk in, and he says, "Brother," and then
Brother!
he shouts to everyone else in town, "Brothers!" brother! And then all the other Gorons respond, brother!
Brothers!
And then an avalanche rolls up to you guys.
This is familiar.
Which one of you wants hugs?
Gazambo is greeted by a wave of hugs from his Goron brothers.
No, this went much better than expected.
Welcome to Dalula. Is this your first time?
There we go.
It
hug
is.
sounds.
What the hell?
Sorry, what?
What the hell was that?
Oh, the chat is loving this.
I was trying to make hug sounds the same way I made
Oh.
the old man back rub sounds.
Okay.
I do what I
Good
can.
to know. Yes, it's the first time here.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, we're new in town.
Well, welcome to Dalula. It is a Goron sanctuary that we have built here at the side of Icy Mountain. We have created steam system to keep us warm. Think of it as an all-around sauna.
Oh, yes! Yes, I knew it when I saw it! It is so cold up there! You are geniuses!
Yes, ask any Goron. What else would you call it?
Exactly!
Oh my god. You know, I'm just glad to see that he's fitting in for once.
You non-Gorons may need protection. We sell fireproof and heatproof gear at our local shop. This is a tourist town, so you're our main source of income.
Oh, we are so trapped right now, I love it.
Oh, everything's free for a brother, he says. They say to Gazamo, patting on his back.
Well, thank you very much, brother. Is there anything I can give for you?
Just another hug!
Yeah!
And a headbutt.
Oh, yeah! Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah!
Felt that.
Now, don't make the same mistake as I did. Don't take them off on the offer. Up on the offer of headbutts.
Father's always said that's why he was the way he was.
Goron is quizzically looking at Zozin and says, you are tiny. You are not a Goron, but you seem to be handling the heat quite well.
Oh, I grew up at that mountain with my brother here.
You grew up with Gorons?
No,
He,
we are brothers.
he looks at Gazambo and like gestures to Zozin. He's a brother?
Actually, he's a brother.
Brother! and this Goron picks up Zozin and gives him the tightest hug that Zozin has. It reminds him of home.
Oh, wait. Fragile.
Sorry, brother.
I'm used to it.
Nah. I would say he's adopted, but I'm adopted, actually.
The whole town is here. We've got Grunk, Gromp, Dunk, Dip, Ugg, Cliff, Gork. The Eek Orc Aka brothers have stayed at home.
Did you just Judson movie?
I sure fucking did.
And that means I love you. Anyway.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I am.
Let me translate to another theater nerd. He's making a Starship reference.
Oh, okay, gotcha. A Tarzan reference.
Where's ooh, e, ah, and ah?
Oh, the triplets, I understand.
No, you said I definitely said 5 distinct noises. Well, some repeating, but I made 5 noises. You said triplets. So now I'm trying to figure out what the brackets are. Are they ooh, e, and ah?
That's what might be just the naming triplets all the same thing.
And it's just screaming. How would you call them home for dinner? Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sorry,
Is Jake
landlord.
Goron in real life?
Which I might be.
So you guys have been given the full tour of Delula, right? It's a somewhat smallish settlement, but they've got a big tourist trappy shopping
no.
district.
I just realized all this steam is going to be great for my skin, but my hair.
We have to tie it down quickly.
Oh my god.
It's struggling to escape.
It's already wiggling.
A Goron behind a shop says, "For the lady," and he holds up a jar of some sort of lotion. Put this in your hair. Put this in your
Okay.
hair and stay flat all day.
Oh, lotion. I've heard of this. If he offers you a shawl, you better shank him.
Conditioner.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this Goron tourist trap town.
There are lots of like statues of historic Gorons. They even have like a crude, like whittled down from a rock statue of Link the hero. And actually, there's a lot of them. One Goron holds out one of these statues and says, "Care for a snack? Hero bar's very good."
I want to down the house.
He's already eating one. Jesus. Wow.
Gasambo. Wait.
If any of you guys want it, you have to pay.
Yeah. I was
Oh
gonna say-
no.
Thank you, but I have sensitive teeth.
Oh, good.
Can I interest you in a tour of the Hall of Rocks?
Guys, can we go? Guys. Guys.
Gasambo. Gasambo.
Guys.
Gasambo.
Of
Hold on.
course we
Hold on,
can.
Gasambo.
Yes.
I gotta ask one very important question to the man first.
Sure.
How much does it cost?
Just a tiny 1,000 rupees per person.
Gasambo, how much does it cost for you?
How much does it cost for me?
Free, duh.
Oh,
Duh, he says.
I can only bring 2 of you. Who do I leave out of this wonderful time?
You can
it's-
you can go alone and have
All
your
3 of us look at each other like, okay, which one of us is gonna bow out?
Oh, well, is it okay? I'm going to partake of the Rock Elysium.
You live your best life. I believe the phrase the case.
Every day.
So Gazambo goes alone into the Hall of Rocks, where there are many other Gorons there enjoying the show. They live in this town, but they never get tired of this one. And then
Yeah, Doc makes a good point. Zozin's a brother.
oh yeah, Zozin is a brother. He can go for free.
Oh, cool.
I decline.
Okay.
I can still bring you
Wow.
The tour guide at the Hall of Rocks says, "Welcome to the Hall of Rocks."
Oh
and then,
my god!
and then he puts on a pair of glasses and says, "First up, we have igneous. Igneous rocks are made when..." And as his lecture goes on, the other 3 of you are left alone in the town square.
Well, that is a thing that has just happened.
Can I lick
It's
it?
gonna keep happening.
You may not lick it.
It's
There are
just
like
how
little
it is.
signs everywhere. Please do not lick the rocks. Do not speak with it. All right.
Should we see if you can find an inn?
Lizophos oil! Selling Lizophos oil! Keeps Lizophos away!
You know,
Only 500 rupees!
where do these guys get off thinking that they can?
Listen,
I wish
someone will
probably-
actually buy them, and that's how they
Find
live.
an inn. I need to find a map.
There's just a regular old top hat sitting on a counter, and a sign next to it says Rito hat, And as Vayu walks past it, he switches the sign that says Garuda hat, and then when Zadora walks past, he just takes the sign down and puts up another sign that says Sheikah hat.
Come on.
But shouldn't you guys get the oil? Didn't we need that for something?
You know what? Why don't you get it since you can have it for free?
I'm hanging out with the rocks!
Why don't you get everything here since apparently they're so willing to give it away to you?
I think Zoza could have it. I'm not there. I should be saying this.
Sure, whatever. Redirect that comment to Zozan.
With the hand signs.
Oh,
No!
Wow.
Don't say that.
Help.
I'm just trying to keep it together.
Let's just leave him be and let him have his fun.
One sees Vayu and says, "Oh, Archer, I see. Can I interest the man in any bomb arrows?"
Give me 1 second. And, Zozan, are you within wing reach?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my wing around Zozan's neck, and I'm gonna pull him in close, and I'm gonna say, my good old friend Zozan here, who happens to be a, brother to you guys, says that he would like, 20 bomb arrows.
This nonsense again.
You are being very rude. But I do.
Anything for a brother. And he just fills Zozan's pocket up with 20 bomb arrows, whether Zozan accepts it or not.
Oh!
just jostling them around like, oh, no.
Except you don't have enough inventory space for 20 bomb arrows. So I guess I'll give you the maximum capacity, which is 11.
What if I throw out my slim shot?
Oh, sure. Then you can fit 20 arrows, no problem.
Sell it for money, you fool. I mean,
He just got 20 bomb arrows for free. Also, you're
Yes.
welcome.
Yes, Zozan just got bomb arrows for free. Thanks
He's
for
got a
saying that.
bow!
You never miss a
All I
trick,
ask
do
is
you,
that he
bird?
be kind enough to share them with his good buddy Vayu. Wink.
I will if you need it.
unless they're all gone first. I have a plan!
Just because it will happen doesn't mean you need to say it. Thank you very much, sir.
No, I don't need to play that music again. I'm sick of that one.
I was gonna say, what the hell happened? The
Sick
bomb
of that.
arrows are haunted!
No, sick of that one. Never want to hear that one again. I meant to hit this one.
They're coming
Alright,
back.
so-
Run!
In information. Oh yeah, I was looking for a map earlier. I want to try to get some information on the best way to get the dragon roost from here, and probably a magic shop because we were discussing looking for a magic shop soon anyway.
There is an information kiosk sitting in town.
Oh, excellent.
It's just a rock with a hole in it, and a Goron is sitting there. But it says
Hey,
information
work.
kiosk.
If it works, it works.
This is the information hole. Ooh.
Hi,
Well-
do you have any? So I go up to the information kiosk and turn up the charm. Hi, do you have any maps of the surrounding area?
Charm does not work on Goron. Goron immune to charm. But
Oh, that's right. The rocks.
See, I think they're only immune
Why
to
are you
charm
wiggling?
because they're 100% charm already.
Yeah. We're just
Uh,
friendly fellows.
You want map? Okay. He reaches behind counter and then shows you just on construction paper a crudely drawn map that he's drawn himself that roughly has the range you're talking about. I will sell this to you for 200 rupees.
Thanks, but I think I'll be okay.
Okay. If you need any help, information kiosk is here for you. I even know rumors.
What kind of rumors?
what?
Maybe I know something, maybe I don't. And 100 rupees says I do.
A brother says you do.
He takes Zozin aside for a second, like puts an arm over his shoulder and then whispers to him, "Listen, I'm trying to work on the lady here. Do you think you could maybe butt out?"
I got it. I'll let you be then.
Brother.
I also like how, since this is like a tourist trap type of town, that they do know what women are. Right. Guys?
Yeah.
Oh, everything went quiet.
Yeah,
for a
it got
second.
quiet for a second there.
100 rupees for maybe a useful hint?
I'm the poor one, right?
I could share some with you.
I mean, like, do we need rumors? It's not like it's gonna be a side quest or anything.
How to equip shield. Hold down ZR. No.
Everything is a side mission.
Yeah. See,
We got a claymore just recently,
we did.
and we could get something of equal value.
Yeah, there's. Okay, got it. Get rid of that. Yeah, the main thing I'm trying to think of now is just trying to figure out a plan of getting to Dragon Roost Island from here.
Well, you're going to need a boat to get to Dragon Roost Island. You have to travel by sea. But
Wait, is
Cherry
this a
Bay is...
rumor, or...
No, this is just talking. He's an information kiosk. He's still got to do his job.
Okay.
Cherry Bay is a dock town, so you might be able to rent a boat in there, or borrow it for free if you have friends.
Well, oh yeah, we have a side quest in Cherry Bay.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Yay.
The one that needs to be a prison escaped.
Pretend.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember
I forgot about that. Oh, gang go.
Yeah, haven't circled back to that one in literally 13 episodes.
All right. Well, and I guess after Dolula, Cherry Bay will be our next destination then. Okay, that checks out the list. So, check out more shopping areas, maybe the inn.
Is there any kind of song shop here?
No music shop, but us Gorons do get together at the center of town every day at noon and sing a Goron dirge.
Whoa.
A dirge. Goodness, pardon me, but what for?
It is our way. It reminds us of home, Goron City, where we all came.
Oh, of course. I haven't seen my home in a while. Either. You must miss it terribly.
Homesick, huh? Well, I may have a rumor that might interest you.
A rumor? About.
Nora, just take the rumor. I will pay for it.
Is it about the desert?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Okay, you're losing me.
Yes, it's about Gerudo like yourself.
But Gerudo. You know what? Fine. Let's just hear the dang rumor.
Tiddly dang rumor.
Oh, there goes money.
Well, Zozin already promised to pay you for it, so I'm gonna give you your 100 back, and then I'm gonna take it instead. For
Take
Zozin.
100 away from the much
I don't even-
richer Zozan.
I don't even remember where you all get your money from.
Rubbing old men.
Oh, right.
Oh, I gotta go check out the sauna. Maybe somebody will tell you it's a back rub.
The whole town is
Maybe
sauna,
more.
brother. The whole town is sauna.
All our perspective.
There's a rumor. They call it the Wandering City. A settlement of Gerudo who have left the Gerudo Valley because they seek freedom. And the town moves across the coast. It was most recently spotted just off of Third Verse Village.
Any
That's
idea which
very
direction it's
interesting
heading?
rumor. Thank you.
I've got a lot more rumors where that came from.
I think I'm good for now. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you often get tourists?
Well, no. Usually a traveler comes by once a week, but you are actually the second in as recent as 2 days.
Oh. Who else
Mhm.
has been here?
Well, normally I charge for this kind of information, but, brother to brother, I saw a Sheikah like yourself with a sword traveling around with a little Hylian girl, and, she had spoons in her hands.
Wait a second. I know those idiots. And they're not my idiots.
Those idiots.
And they said that they were passing by to Dragon Roost Island.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Huh. Thanks for the hints, tips, rumor, whatever you call it. Brother?
Thanks for whatever you said.
Anything for a brother. Gazambo's tour of rocks is over, and he is left with
Okay,
an
good.
armful of souvenirs, all of which are edible.
Oh my God.
good! Oh, there's so many different kinds of rock!
Well, I'm just
Yes,
glad that
Sambo.
he's finally fitting in.
Sambo?
Mhm.
Are you eating a ruby?
No.
Open your mouth.
Licks.
Ah.
I can't see behind the face mask.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You know, we love you so much, brother. We've all, the entire town of Delula, have decided to become your disciple. Swear us it.
Oh.
No.
Oh God, no! Wait, what?
No,
Oh,
no, it doesn't
come
happen.
on.
Jesus Christ, no! Oh, there's so many good rocks. You might want to look at them though. Are there any worth any money?
You just probably ate the one with ruby.
Yeah, there's nothing of value in your arms.
Okay.
Is there
Yeah, if
anything
you were
funny
getting
in his
hit
mouth?
like 3 diamonds, then we're going on another fucking world-class tour at this rock factory.
Yeah.
Was there actually any diamonds inside there?
Oh my God.
No, no diamonds. Just
Oh.
Can we move on?
just different types of rocks. And that's pretty much all you're gonna get here in Delula.
Yeah, it's rocks. All right.
Almost tastes
Do we
like
want
stuffed
to
crust
check
pizza.
out an inn, or we just want to move on?
A
shop's
Gerudo child tugs on Sonora's pant leg.
Wait, what?
No, sorry, misspoke. Goron child, a Goron child.
Oh,
My bad.
that-
Where the hell?
No, it's a Goron kid,
Hello there.
and he says, he holds up a rock. Would you like to buy my rock?
Oh, it's a lovely rock.
Mm-hmm. I need 20 rupees.
20 rupees. That's a very good price. You know what? Sold. I and the kid 20 rupee. I need to get 20 rupees for a rock. I got a rock.
Yay! Thank you. And then he runs back to around a corner, and you hear his dad say, "Excellent work.
Oh my God.
See if you can get the the Rito next." uh, you guys are looking for an inn, and you do see just a little hole in the ground, really, literally.
I do. I just realized I can lose the stick.
Oh, yeah. It just burns up on.
Ah.
He's too
Uh,
hot.
Hot damn. So yeah, there's a hole in the ground that has has some steps that you can grab onto, and this is the. It's actually because it's underground. It's cooler than the rest of town, so more comfortable for guests.
This is the cool side of town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Don't say that ever again.
Sorry.
Lay your head down, weary travelers. For just 300 rupees per guest, you may sleep here.
Anybody sleepy?
What time is it?
It's only about noon.
Hmm.
I think we're good.
Yeah, not time for sleeps yet.
Well, okay. Then don't waste my time.
Wow.
Sorry, brother.
I mean, like we just spent the night at the old man, so we're full up on health and everything.
He doesn't know that.
Are you gonna try to scam him by sleeping? He doesn't know that.
That was out of character.
Are there
So-
anything happening in town right now?
Why? Yeah, why are we here again?
Oh yeah, they said around noon they sang a dirge for home.
Oh yeah, all the Gorons suddenly hear not necessarily a bell, but a crude approximation of a bell, which is hitting a rock with another rock. As it echoes and reverberates through town, all the Gorons curl up and head towards the center. And then they all, with teary eyes, put their arms around each other and howl up to the sky and sing a Goron song. Ho, and so on and so forth. And then the steam flares up. It suddenly gets a lot hotter for just a second, and then it passes by.
Well, that sure
Is
was.
that normal?
Yes.
Whoa.
How did you do that?
Even the steam?
He
Mm-hmm.
said it was normal.
You see, this song creates a strong burst of heat energy, and so when we sing it together, it pushes all the steam outward for just a second.
Hmm.
Oh, can it summon steam?
No. Unless
Unless
it generates a short burst of heat. So if you were to maybe hit a block of ice, the ice would instantly become steam.
Oh, wait, but in general, would not make me as cold when I'm walking up that mountain.
It is
Well,
a
according-
very short burst. It would not last for that long.
Oh,
We're
what if I
already
chased
over
it?
the mountain.
God damn it.
I see. But how did it go again?
Oh!
Wow.
Gazambo immediately learns this
Oh,
Goron song.
What's
You
it
know-
called? What's it
I
called?
think it's sudden. Oh my. It's like a toot, toot, toot.
Oh. Wait, wrong game.
No, wait. Okay, wait a minute. How's that 10 spelled again? Yeah, that's it.
Welcome to the part of the stream where we just like hum.
Yeah, all the good stuff was first hour. Now we're just
No,
Yeah.
I'm
What?
just trying to practice the song. Jeez.
Oh. I was
Put you on
looking
the
at
spot,
your
why don't you?
Rio.
Oh, hey there, Tallulah. It was nice to be in your town, but it's way too hot for me, and I've got sweat coming down my pants, you see. I'm way too far sweaty. Oh, it's way too hot in here.
All right, we can
Oh,
go.
it's way too hot in
This is
here.
why I'm so tired.
So this is happening now.
We're sharing this moment.
Our town is Tallulah, our first rule of thumb. We don't know where we're going or where we're coming from.
Oh god. All right, can we?
One
Is
more
there
rock
anything
before I
else
go.
here in Tallulah?
There's nothing left here. Script run dry. Leave while you can. Get out of here.
We
did it!
You dry.
Be
We
free.
completed it.
Can we
We beat the
please
game.
Completionist. Completionist.
Wait.
No, Gisambo.
Gronk has side quest for you. No. and you leave the Lula.
No, isn't there any other rocks you want to grab before we go, Gisambo? Any more people you want to talk
And
to?
I got a rock.
And you have 20 rupees. Where's that kid at?
Oh my god. I've seen worst fucking tourism at Las Vegas.
Mhm.
So we're forced to leave.
Yeah.
Like that's-
Okay. No. If you guys can tell me what you want to do in this town, I will write
I want to
14.
leave this town and go to Cherry Bay.
Okay.
Jerry
Yeah,
Bay.
I'm. Whew, gather self returns to character. Yes, if you're ready to leave, I've already sweat through this pair of pants, and I'm going to need to dry them off, and that's not going to be public fare,
Yeah.
if you understand.
You do look moist.
Sorry,
Gisambo. I talked about your words. Not all of
Sorry.
them mean what you think they do.
Well, he looks soggy.
better, not good, but better.
It's an improvement.
Nope.
Ooh.
Nope. I looked at the title, thought that one sounded like it might be a good song for the occasion, but it
The
wasn't.
Sanctuary from Link to the Past?
Can
Yeah.
Gazambo's new song be used to dry Venu's pants? Quick, Gazambo,
Oh.
sing at my trousers.
It absolutely can be used for that purpose, but if
It's
someone
gonna
wants to-
smell like boiling sweat. Let's do it. Oh!
boom,
God.
boom, Vayu, your pants have never felt so dry or
I
poofy.
quickly shuffle
Nice.
forward ahead of the pack.
Finally, I'm sporting the latest fashion.
What is that smell?
Your down is properly floofed.
Wait, Sonora, want me to do your hair? What am I gonna use this spell for? Jeez.
Mainly, you're gonna use it mainly on Vayu's pants.
Do it!
Let my hair dry out
Congratulations,
naturally.
you're the divine class that took sticks to snakes. Thanks.
Yeah. Gotta do it.
Oh.
Okay, you have left the steamy sanctuary of Tallulah, and now relatively the air just feels cold by comparison, although it is
Good.
now a reasonable temperature to be.
Like,
He's almost walking the back. Oh, oh, oh,
And you're out of stamina. Goodbye.
Ah!
yeah, you forget that
It's
it's.
not, we're not even on the mountain anymore.
Oh. I miss home already.
It's part of Gazambo's character that he's cold unless it's like 85 degrees.
But you are really not far. It's just a long winding road to Cherry Bay. You can actually see the ocean from where you're standing, which means you know you're getting close.
Okay.
For once, a calm trip.
Yeah.
Calm. Oh, you mean since we left that place?
Yes.
Fair enough.
No one's gonna know us here.
I say, trying to pat down my pants and then, like, getting them to a position that looks presentable. I cross my arms, proud of myself. I take one step and they just back out again.
You wanted him to do that.
At the side of the road, you see a crate.
What?
Crate.
Why?
I shake it.
Investigate the crate.
I take 2 steps backward, away from the shaken crate.
There's something inside of it that it sounds maybe plastic, something small, but there's a lot
What's
of them in there.
What is plastic?
You know, I would make a comment, but fucking motorcycles in Hyrule, okay? That pretty much was the the shark jumping moment for me in terms of Zelda.
I don't know what's
Okay.
in there.
Why don't you open it since you've already taken the opportunity to shake the living godness out of it?
Well, it's not mine.
I will never understand your concept of personal space.
It's
Open
weird. The
it.
more I shake this, the more it sounds like there are more things in it.
I mean, is there anybody around?
No. Well, your
Me,
party.
I'm here.
Yeah, hi.
I mean, could just be left there. I mean, I've heard about, things in pots everywhere all the time. I mean, the crate's that too. How big
So
is
you
it?
don't open the crate and you put it down and you keep walking and it never.
No,
comes
no,
up
I
again.
carry it with me.
And you just ignore this thing that.
I
really
carry it.
Gazampo.
Yes.
Gazampo, come here,
Yes.
friends. Come here.
Yeah.
I put my arm around your neck.
Uh,
It's starting to become the universal sign of Veyu's about to, like, try to get somebody to do something. Now, you've already shaken the living bajingus out of this box.
yeah.
You've already moved it from where
Yes.
it belongs.
Yeah.
And all you're going to do is tire yourself out carrying it into town.
Uh-huh. Sounds like
Why
me.
don't you do yourself a favor
Uh-huh.
and just take a small little peek inside?
Oh, I can reclose it again. Oh, yeah. It's all clipboard.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna peek off the lid.
I'm gonna take my wing off his shoulder, and then now take 2 steps back.
Does it explode?
No.
Yeah,
In-
fucking and Jokey Smurf pops out from behind a tree.
It could be a
Lassos
Team
away.
Rocket trap.
No, the crate was full of vinyl records.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Well,
Oh.
Did they survive? How
the
good was the
voice
bubble
of
wrap?
God echoes in your head. The more you shake this, the more it seems like the items inside multiply.
Did I do that?
Yes,
Some
you
of them
did.
have been damaged. Some of them are still in pristine condition.
Ah.
So I had to throw you a freebie
Akasambo,
there.
Yeah.
what have you learned?
Don't shake random things that don't belong to me.
Yes. Now, how many times have you had to learn this?
I forgot.
The answer is too
Exactly.
Oh. I guess I'll put. Anybody want one?
Just
Wait, but they're records. They have songs, right? How do we play them?
that's the
many. Well, I suppose we'll have to find a record player,
Maybe some glue.
or very carefully spin them atop of something, and then somebody can place a very sharp rock point at the very edge. But no, that would probably take way too much time.
There you go. Oh, okay. Well, I will continue to carry it then.
Sounds good to me.
Yay!
Hmm. I'll just pretend I'm not seeing you carrying it.
Uh,
I know it's
Alright.
heavy, but
the story.
Box of half broken records added to inventory.
Yeah, well, that's a free hold. You don't need to. We don't
It's
need to
in
do
my
anything for that.
hands.
Key item.
But you get closer and closer, and you see a railroad tracks that are just barely outside of Cherry Bay. There is a station set up right here.
Oh, that's what the salmon-colored thing is.
Oh, neat.
So railroad tracks seem to stretch infinitely as far as you can see in both directions. But there's not much to say about them. They're just there. They're railroad tracks. You are very, very close to entering Cherry Bay. So you see as you approach a town built on the docks. Everything's basically a boardwalk. There is the most notable things you can see: a large Ferris wheel at the side of town. But there are several buildings and people are walking by. The whole town smells kind of briny. There are street performers, unicyclists.
Oh no. Ryu, out of character. Is this Atlantic City?
Not exactly, but there's bits and pieces taken.
Okay.
It better be accurate to Atlantic City because one of us has intimate knowledge of that location.
Very intimate.
Yes,
I
I've been
don't
inside
like-
of Atlantic City many times.
Well, this
Anyway.
ain't that. This is actually Cherry Bay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, guys, do you think we could make more money?
not
we're lucky.
we're not gonna be god tier's performers every single time.
Well, your feet worked out for us last time.
That was last time.
Uh,
I have a feeling my
Let's
luck
just
might not
go
be
in
this.
and see how things go.
Yeah. And I guess there are people here to compare us to.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
compared to
imagine
us,
a town like this probably knows performers.
and compared to most of us, they know talent.
I don't know what you mean.
But you know, if you try it anyway, and you got a good roll. That's more money in your pocket. Worst case scenario, you embarrass
let's
yourself.
Enter the town and see how things go.
All right. Well,
enough.
you're in town, and no one is directly paying attention to you necessarily.
That's a good start.
Maybe we won't die this time.
Is there a kiosk here?
No, there doesn't appear to be. You do see a bar right by the ocean side.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
A bar.
I guess we could check out the local tavern, see what's what.
Okay. It's
Knock out
two,
Zozen first.
it's two stories. When you walk in on the first story, there is a bar. And there's there's maybe like two tables here, but you can hear that most of the action is happening upstairs.
Oh,
Why action?
my.
Some Downton are down.
The bartender says, "Hey, welcome to the Salty Dog. The Salty Dog."
I didn't know they were served that way.
No.
I try to ignore Yazanvo's comment and sit down at the bar. How much for a noble pursuit here?
Here, you pay a fee and then an open bar. You can drink as much as you like, so long as you give me 200 rupees up front.
I got really excited about open bar, then I remembered that I'd only have 200 rupees.
I
You
am
could
also
literally
very
drink
excited
all your
about
money
that.
away.
Oh, question.
Uh-huh. What's
Yeah,
your
I'm
question,
gonna-
soldier?
I'm gonna tap out of this one.
Was its name Tequila?
Yes,
Excuse me?
that
What?
was me, Salty Dog's name.
God damn it.
Back before he passed.
Oh my god.
How did you know that?
Oh, it was just a thought because the name was so clever. How did he go?
Did you just ask this man how his dog died?
Yes.
He loved to swim, he did. I told him that the waters were too strong, but he just woofed.
Oh. He was a brave soul.
Commiserated.
He just drinks an entire bottle of rum on the spot.
Holy moly.
Nice.
Ugh.
Stomachs aren't meant to. Okay.
My man.
But if you're not here to cry, then you should get out of the Salty Dog. This is a place where a man's emotions are the first front of priority. I'm drunk.
He's already drunk.
It's
Oh, he is
harder
my
rum
man.
than I thought.
Hey, what is happening upstairs?
Well, I'll drink to that.
What's happening upstairs is people are living their lives.
Whoa.
How are they living their
Well,
lives?
Sonora so could still be right.
Oh, you know.
One drink at a time.
Oh,
Why aren't they
Cheers,
drinking
Uncle Joe.
downstairs?
Oh, downstairs is... it's supposed to look welcoming to guests. Upstairs is a truly lawless place.
Oh.
oh.
I like this town.
Hey, Sonora.
Yeah?
I have a feeling we might have to get to the upper floor.
Yeah, I'm sure we will once. Eventually.
You know your friends from Sunbury Town?
I have friends everywhere.
You know those
Oh,
two
yeah.
specific friends you mentioned about?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they may have connections here.
Yeah, you're probably right. Should I spend all my rupees on booze?
Or should we get Veyu to spend some money on us?
Yeah, hey Vayu, buy me a drink.
Valshane, are you here? His internet might have
fucking
crapped
died.
out. Oh, yeah, he said be right back in the chat. I didn't catch that. Alright.
Well, we're gonna assume
yeah,
that he
Vayu
wants to-
says, why yes, I will buy you a drink, Sonora, my good bestest friend. I'm always
Yeah.
happy to help out the party.
Vayu went off. Vayu went off to the bathroom, but conveniently left his wallet nearby.
There's nothing I care more about than the well-being of my teammates, so please take 200 rupees from me, Sonora, and that will pay for your admission.
He's buying.
He's gonna be so
All right.
mad.
He's not gonna realize.
Alright, what outfit of mine looks the sexiest?
Put on the coat.
Lowers pants. In this weather, though? No, I think I'm good.
Fashion
I'm
over
also
body
going
heat.
to take a drink.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Gasambo?
I mean, all just kind of tastes like water, but I'll try it.
I still don't get that stomach of yours.
Yeah. I mean, you have that deep, rich, earthy flavor, like a rock or lava.
And Vayu also pays for admission for himself.
He did before he left for the bathroom.
He's being so nice today, man. So good.
Okay, everyone is then welcome to go upstairs. So you
And
take
I
us.
do in style.
Define that.
Should I swagger?
Don't.
I'll do it.
There are
You won't.
several people up here day drinking on a weekday. You see what looks to be a lot of hardened sailors with scars on their bodies, but also just some more. I mean, there are also maybe some richer folks in town who are wearing loosened suits who are getting plowed over at their own booth. There's people
Okay.
arm wrestling.
Oh! Let me in! Let me in!
He's wet
Without turning his back, a muscular bald man says, "A challenger, eh? I'm always happy to take." And then he turns around on a challenge.
Hello! Which arm you want?
Excuse me, I forgot I need to get another drink. And then he runs downstairs.
Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody wants to arm wrestle a Goron.
I'll use one finger!
Also, I assume that you know full well what you just said earlier, and I'm just gonna roll with it.
Well, I'm always up for trying again. I'm gonna beat you one day.
Right now?
Yes.
Let's do it!
Okay, roll, both of you.
Oh!
What? Dice? When's that happen?
Roll! Nat 20!
What do you get?
Alright. Yeah. It's a 4.
20 plus 5 is 25. 13 plus 4 is 17. Zozin tears through this Goron's arm,
Oh,
breaks through the table with strength he didn't even know he had.
Did you get Zelda again?
Listen, I don't decide when this happens. It's always scary when it
I'm
does.
not control the die.
Gonna have
But
to
I
start
did it.
do push-ups again. Roll up.
The guy who went downstairs to get a drink comes back up with a drink in his hand to see Zozin has just defeated Kazambo. A
Oh, no.
hustler, huh?
Oh no, my pride! Sir, would you still like to arm wrestle me now that I have lost?
If that shrimp can beat you, I bet I can too. How about we put some money on this?
Oh. Oh, I don't know. How much were you
The
thinking?
hustle.
Name your price.
How much many rupees do I have?
1,800.
Okay, I don't have much, but I could offer 1,800 rupees.
You're on.
All right, let's do it. Where do you want to do this at?
The table's broken. He actually rips another table out from a couple who were just like enjoying a nice date. He just pulls the table over and pulls underneath their elbows. All right, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. I guess I'm a push now. 18.
Oh, no.
And just for clarity's sake, let me roll my own die. 4. Okay.
Wow.
Another table taken to the arm wrestling match. Smash through. Ah! Goddamn hustler!
Oh
Hey, do you want to try against me again?
No! He hands you your 1,800 rupees and walks away.
Oh my god. 30.
Gazumbo continues to make money doing nothing.
Wow.
How to succeed in business without really trying.
Goron privilege is something we're gonna have to talk about in a future episode.
Anyway, I'm getting drinks. I'm looking around. I'm checking out the folks. Who's around here?
All right. There is what appears to be, I mean, not to stereotype, but I mean, he's a pirate. He's wearing that whole captain's coat, a captain's hat. He's got a sword at his waist and a big, briny
saber?
beard. No.
No.
And he's just chugging down the grog by the barrel.
Mhm.
Not
And
the
he-
stereotype, but he is a pirate.
And he's got a few shmees around him.
Oh, okay.
You also
Okay,
see,
that's fine.
very contrast from that, in the corner of the room, drinking by herself. There is a Rito girl with a mandolin on her back.
A musical type. Okay.
You see a couple dancing to another Rito that is playing the accordion, and they're very drunk and stumbling over each other, but they're having a good time.
Yeah. Okay. Good. You had me at girl. Like at girl, you had my curiosity, but at mandolin, you had my attention. All right, I think I'm gonna go grab a drink and sidle on over to that corner of the room.
Go check out that wool mandolin.
God damn it.
Man, well, I didn't think we'd get here so fast, so I actually didn't draw this character yet.
Oh
But,
no! I mean, if we wanted to follow somebody else's story while I'm schmoozing up to her, then
sure.
I still have the giant crates of musical stuff.
give me a chance to work on my pickup lines.
Hey bartender, can I get some drinks?
Bartender's downstairs.
Do you accept broken records?
God damn it.
I mean, drinks are. It's open bar. You've got as much as you need.
Yeah.
I'd hope to.
Oh, no.
But all right, I go downstairs.
Tried to knock him out, arm wrestle him, and it didn't work.
How many drinks has those been drinking, by the way?
Oh no. So yeah, somebody keep an eye on him.
I'm not coming up again.
Oh, Zosin's staying down there. All right. So Sonora's found her place. Zosin's found his. Gazambo, you may have broken a man's arm today, but you got a lot of cash. What's next on your Goron agenda?
Well, I'm in a comfy seat now. I'd like to start picking through the crate I've been carrying around.
You got it inside.
Yeah!
Yeah. Well, what are you doing with it?
I want to open it up. I want to read some of the records on it.
None of them are labeled.
Oh.
Have fun pasting those
Wait.
back together.
Is there a jukebox in here?
Yeah. Why not? There's a jukebox.
Okay. I'd like to take one. I'm going to
A jukebox.
make a big show. Hey, everybody, I have the perfect song to liven this party. Put it
Oh,
up.
Jesus Christ.
Put it on there.
The Dorito playing the accordion gives you a very dirty look.
I don't even. Man, what am I gonna?
I have given you an open slate. Do it. What is this? Why am I hungry?
What's new, pussycat? Whoa! What's new, pussycat? Whoa!
This song is a lot longer than I remember. You get spent.
Sure. Why not? Oh no! Wait! Let's get something really kicking.
Hyrule Warriors version?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, it's getting louder.
There is a man who was passed out at his table before, but when he hears the music, he sits up and wipes drool from his mouth, and then he, with a confused expression, starts walking towards the record player that Gazambo has just put this in.
Oh, you like the music?
I wrote this music.
Oh.
You wrote this music. Oh, I see.
Where'd you
What
get
is it
this?
called?
Where'd you get this? This is. He sees the box in your hand. My records. Half of them are broken.
Well, I have an unfortunate habit to shake things.
You
before
could have
I
said you
open
found
them.
him like that.
Well, next time, finish the job. And he throws the records on the ground and lets them shatter.
Wait, what? No!
Oh wow.
It's
Listen
shit.
to this music.
It's
so
all
good!
shit. My producer's an asshole. My band left me. I don't want to hear this anymore. And he stops the music.
Wait, but let me, your only fan, your best fan, keep this record.
Fine,
not
do
have
what
voiced
you
this
want
so
with it.
poorly, man.
I never want to hear it again.
Oh.
Psycho Storm. What kind of a dumbass band name is that?
It's honestly the coolest one I've ever heard of.
God damn it.
You play?
Myself. Yes, myself. Yes.
Oh, no. No.
I dabble a bit.
Fellow musician, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, never sign a licensing deal in Cherry Bay. You'll get screwed. And that's coming straight from the horse's mouth. So don't lick me in it.
You know, I guess now I won't.
You were planning on it?
Don't worry about it.
We don't need to talk about it. Now, I'm so sorry. I can't see how that song hadn't taken off somewhere.
Oh no,
Was there like a
the
reaction
song
in the room?
took off. I mean, it got international release. But, it's so lifeless, you know?
What? Did you hear that drum beat? It went.
That was my producer, fucking... He's always overproducing my music. My original plan was a lot more subtle. A lot more
So
artistic.
more like- Oh, so
What
like
the,
that?
What the fuck are you doing? What the
I'm
fuck?
musicking.
What the fuck are you doing?
Just slapping himself.
I'm musicking. This is my instrument. Me.
Okay, I see I'm wasting my time. And he walks away.
I still love your music.
If you need a tag in, I haven't quite made my way over to the Rito girl.
No, I can see that he's distraught and he cannot be consoled.
Well, I'm sure we'll get around to him eventually.
Yeah.
Sonora sits down at a table with a
Oh,
stranger.
that's quite the instrument you've got there.
She pulls out her mandolin. Do you play?
I do, as it happens. Because I know you're not helping.
Sorry.
The pipes for me.
Do you think you could
And
maybe...
I pull out my panpipes.
She looks up and down and scans this stranger, tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Gruta Valley, who
Yes.
is holding panpipes, and then a smirk comes across her face and says, "You think you can help me get a record deal?"
A record deal.
Hey!
She holds out her
Good.
hand for shaking. "My name's Chorus.
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 Okay.
Chorus."
And the room.
Alright. Chorus. A record deal around here? Okay. I have some traveling companions, and we've played some music together on the road, but a record deal that's big stuff.
Well, there's an agency? Is that the word?
Yes.
There's an agency downtown. I can take you to it. But not today. Today I'm here to drink. And
Yes.
she
Same here, sister.
she finishes off her glass.
I'm afraid we probably won't be in town for very long, so I'm not sure how much I could help, but...
Well, where you
Might as
headed?
Well, as it happens, Dragon Roost.
No kidding. I live in Dragon Roost.
Really? Never been
Yeah.
there myself. Is it nice?
Well, it was when I left. and I was heading back in just a day or two, depending on whether or not I could get this job or not. But yeah, my boat's just parked in the dock, and I was gonna feel a little homesick anyway. That's what my song's about.
Really homesick. I know how that is. I haven't seen the desert in a while now.
She, like a real cool dude, takes out her instrument and starts playing it for a stranger.
He's real good.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Zozin, you have had access to as much liquor as you need.
Oh no.
You're sitting down next to a drinking companion who came in after you. You've never seen him before, and he's never seen you.
Well,
Hey,
You've never seen each other before. Stay in character.
hey, wait a minute. You're a Sheikah.
You're a Heroline.
No, he's a Sheikah as
no,
well.
he's also Sheikah.
Yeah, hi.
That!
Hi.
I don't see a lot of Sheikah. Just my mom and dad really. You see Sheikahs a lot?
No, honestly, the same. Only mom and dad.
Hey,
Wow.
Does brother count? No, he's a ninja.
hey, I got a secret for you.
Oh boy.
I gotta tell you, cause you're my Sheikah brother.
Yeah.
There's a treasure at Dragon Roost Island. I heard about it. I wasn't supposed to hear, but I was in the room, and they started talking about it. And that's where I'm headed now.
Oh, you too?
Oh no.
I just need a boat. That's all. I'm just here until I can find a boat. Got my friend looking for one. Hey,
What a surprise.
you said you were going there too?
Shit.
Yeah, we were
Run.
also looking for a boat.
Hey, why don't we just travel together then?
Jesus goddamn Christ.
No, it sounds lovely, but I have a group of friends that I'm traveling with too.
Well, if we find a boat big enough, we can all travel together. How many you got?
Including me, 3. Wait, no. Not including me, 3.
There you
Not including me, 1. So altogether, that's 1, 2, 6.
7? No.
Shit.
7? 8?
I may be miscounting. That bartender?
Too drunk.
The bartender is passed out.
Too drunk
Oh.
to map.
Another man just is filling up his drink himself behind the table and walks back upstairs.
It's underneath 10 at least, right?
I'm pretty sure it's underneath 11 at the most. It's underneath 11. So if we find a boat big enough, we can all go there together, and then you and me, will we get to Dragon Roost Island? Matching tattoos.
What?
I like the sound of that.
What should we get?
What do you like?
Money, rupees, digging holes.
I like money, rupees, beer.
Beer. I'll drink to that.
Drink.
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
Okay. Let's get matching beer money tattoos when we get to Dragon Roost Island. I'll get half a beer bottle and some rupees around it, like a pile, and it'll say, "What's your name?"
It's Sosen.
Okay, I'll get half of that, Zoe, and then half of my name, which is Del. Oh, excuse me. Rock. So RO. Zoro.
Wait a sec.
I'll get Zoro tattooed on my arm, and then you can get half of a beer bottle with Zen and K. You'll have Zank. And there's some rupees around there. It's a deal?
A handshake and it's a deal.
You get go for the handshake, but it ends up as a hug.
Wow.
I'll drink to that.
Oh no.
Then suddenly his cohort, Onyx, walks into the room, and she's a lot smaller. There we go. She walks into the room.
Does she
and
walk in like this? Please, she walks like, hello.
she's got a pretty mean hunch, but she's not crawling. And she says, "Rock, I found a boat." What? Oh, really? Yeah. How big is it? It can fit 6 people. I don't think that's gonna be enough. You have to find a bigger one. Okay. It would help if you would search with me. I'm taking care of business. I'm finding rumors around here. I'll let you know what I find. Okay. And she leaves again. So, buddy, you gotta help me out. I need some rumors. I need rumors fast. What do you got?
I know there's someone that needs to escape prison.
Ooh, a prison break? Know when it's happening?
I don't know yet, but I could come back here another time and inform you. Tomorrow, same time?
Same bet network.
All right. Tomorrow, same time. I'll be
What
here.
time is it?
I have no idea. See you then. And I gotta race like a piss horse. And he stands up and starts stumbling out of the bar.
I like that guy.
You would.
Take a drink to that.
It's a bit early, but I'm actually gonna call the episode here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Mm.
We progressed too fast.
Yes, you did, but also I don't. I could bring some more stuff in, but I want to be a bit more prepped for it. So,
I knew I should have heard Marvis's story.
Now, I just want to point out, thank you, Gawain, for the 100 bits.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go in our chat. 100 bits cheered for us. Says a special cheer for the crew and to Ryu for organizing this. It helped inspire me to do my own Zelda D&D with my friends, and I want to say thanks. Thank you, Gawain.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
feed off the applause. So.
Yes.
I'll drink
We
to
need the
that.
energy.
And to all the other people who are playing Zelda D&D, who have found our... our video comes up when you search Zelda D&D on YouTube? And people keep commenting, like, how do you play this? What are the rules? And I am not planning on releasing these rules anytime soon, because, I'm revising them all the time, and really, I think if you are interested in playing Zelda D&D, you should just make your own rules and do whatever feels right for your group. I don't think you should be playing the Ryu-chan rules.
Must have more.
Cannot
strength.
endorse.
As always, no, not as always. As this one time I'm going to tell you, take a bath. You've got 2 weeks to do it, because our next episode is on February 15th. It goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you don't want to hear me plug that, so just take a bath before then. And the whole time, think of your funny friends here at Challenger Approaching.
Yeah.
We'll be back here performing for you.
And I'm not going to plug them or anything, but while you're thinking about us, you can also think about the other funny shows that we've got. We're right now doing Danganronpa Island mode every other Monday, alternating that with 999. Most of us are blind going through that. It's an escape room game if you've never heard of it. And we're voice acting the whole thing.
It's not as bad as you're making it out to be.
Jay, relax.
We do a good job. Puzzles are hard.
We are also currently doing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, that's
that's
definitely one we should plug. We've got the entire. You didn't skip anything, right? You've got the whole Kingdom Hearts series up on our YouTube channel now, right?
Well,
Stop lost in the void.
Oh well, that's
we missed
unfortunate.
one boss. Come on, man.
That's unfortunate. But a majority of Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 2.5 and 2.8 and whatever the fuck they've got in there, we've got our YouTube channel.
5329.
And we-
I think someone in the chat mentioned we have 137 hours. Holy
Hi.
shit!
Oh my
Cool.
god, I can feel it in my bones.
Pie over Coulom's Law days.
I saw. I haven't watched your stream series, but I did watch the entirety of the death compilation. Every single death that you've had in the Kingdom Hearts series so far, and I look forward to the Kingdom Hearts 3 update to that death count.
I already died sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
It'll go up on YouTube tonight, I promise.
I can't believe you've already died in Kingdom Hearts 3 Saps, you goddamn noob.
And if you happen to be taking your bath next week from today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then you can watch the next episode of Pokemon Unsealed, the Dungeons and Dragons campaign DM'd by our very own Fall Shane.
Hello.
You gotta watch the episode we did yesterday. Episode 3 was so much fun. You gotta watch it.
I keep hearing about it.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not here to plug anything. So thank you for
Yeah.
being here. And it was a brother soup.
Mm-hmm.
It was
It
it was the soup that cultivated in Veyu's pants while in Delula.
No.
Sip right from the leg.